Marcus Hale had learned long ago that life didn't wait for you to be ready. As a single father raising his 7-year-old son Danny, he had grown used to making split-second decisions, whether it was catching Danny before he tumbled off a jungle gym or pulling him back from a speeding car in a parking lot. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of small moments to change lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. Also tell us in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? Fatherhood had sharpened his reflexes and expanded his heart in ways he never expected. That ordinary Tuesday afternoon at Riverside Mall was supposed to be nothing more than a quick trip for sneakers and maybe an ice cream cone. Marcus held Danny's hand as they walked through the crowded atrium, the noise of shoppers and music filling the warm air around them. Then everything changed in an instant. A commotion broke out near the fountain, shouting, then the sharp, unmistakable crack of a gunshot. People screamed and scattered in every direction, a wave of panic rippling through the mall like a stone thrown into still water. Marcus pulled Danny close and looked around, his heart hammering. That was when he saw her, a little girl no older than 5, standing completely alone near the fountain. Frozen in terror, her small hands covering her ears, tears streaming silently down her face. Everyone was running away. Nobody stopped. In that fraction of a second, Marcus did not think about consequences. He did not think about Danny, waiting safely behind the pillar he had just pushed him behind. He did not think about his own body being fragile and mortal. He only thought about that child standing alone in the open, exposed and terrified. He ran toward her. He reached her in 4 steps, dropped to his knees, wrapped his arms around her small frame, and turned his back toward the shooter. The second shot rang out. The bullet caught Marcus in the left shoulder, spinning him sideways but not down. He gritted his teeth, kept the girl pressed against his chest, and moved them both behind a concrete pillar. He stayed there, breathing hard, his shoulder burning with a pain that radiated down his arm and across his chest, until the shouting stopped and security guards began moving through the mall. The little girl was shaking violently but physically unharmed. She whispered her name into his collar. Lily, just Lily. 3 minutes felt like 30. When the black SUVs screeched to a stop outside the mall entrance, and a woman in a sharp, grey blazer pushed through the glass doors. Before security could even open them, the crowd parted instinctively. Catherine Voss, the CEO of one of the largest logistics companies in the country, was a woman accustomed to commanding rooms, managing crises and maintaining composure under extraordinary pressure. But the sight of her daughter, wrapped in the arms of a bleeding stranger on the cold mall floor, cracked something open inside her that no boardroom had ever touched. She crossed the distance in seconds. She knelt beside Marcus without a word and gathered Lily into her arms, pressing her face into her daughter's hair. When she finally looked up at the man who had shielded her child, she found not a hero striking a pose but a pale, tired father leaning against a concrete pillar, one hand clamped over a wound on his shoulder, his eyes searching the crowd for his own son. Danny had found him by then, crouched beside his father, holding his uninjured hand with both of his small ones and telling him quietly that everything was going to be okay. Catherine watched this for a long moment. Then she spoke. She asked Marcus his name. She asked if he was going to be all right. She asked why he had done it. Why he had run toward a child. He did not know while everyone else ran away. Marcus looked at her with tired, honest eyes and said the simplest thing in the world. He said he was a father. He said that was enough of a reason. Paramedics arrived. Marcus was treated and stabilized. The shoulder wound, while serious, was not life-threatening. In the weeks that followed, Catherine did not send flowers or write a check and call it gratitude. She showed up. She visited Marcus during his recovery. She brought Lily, who had drawn him a picture of a man with a bandage and a cape. The two families shared a meal, then another. What Marcus had given Catherine was not just her daughter's life. It was the reminder that true protection does not come from power or wealth or carefully hired security details. It comes from ordinary people who decide, in the space of a heartbeat, that another child's life matters as much as their own. And sometimes, in deciding that, they change the shape of two families forever. If you found this story moving, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Kindness True Stories, where we bring you real moments of courage, compassion, and humanity every week. Your support helps us keep sharing stories that remind us all of the good in the world.